All right, everyone, welcome back. This is session 3 in our Empowering Entrepreneurs Network Marketing Boot Camp. And in this segment, we're going to talk about the power of a system and using a system for your success in your business and your organization. You know, the answer to that dreadful question of, what do you do? How do you do it? How do you grow your business? So you figured out that, it's going to take some time for you to get some customers, take some business partners. You saw where now you can start using the internet to get leads, new friends, new associate, get some potential business partners. And now you're going to need a system to run them through. And in this day and time, as you're looking to build your business, the system is going to be the difference between how well your business is growing and how slow your business is growing. The system is going to save yourself a lot of time, energy, and money. You have to have a system in place when it comes to build your business. Your business is going to get the same results each and every single time because of this system, and it builds a team that duplicates this type of activity. A lot of folks in our industry and in our space, we spend so much time concerned about the marketing plans, about the products, the company websites, about, the company doing this, doing that. And we spend very little time on building a dynamic system that everybody can follow and duplicate. And as you're going to do out of one or two things, build your own system or plug into a system that your company or your team have in place that has to work in both eras. It has to be able to work online and offline. You have to have components of the system that you can do offline. You got to have components of the system that you can do online, because in today's day and time, we have baby boomers and we have millenniums. We have generation, what do they call it? Generation X or whatever it may be, that grew up in different eras. And you have to accommodate them in your system that you're going to use for online and offline. Now, there are 4 parts to an effective system. You got to be able to pique someone's interest. You got to be able to properly educate them. And you have to be able to promote to some type of major event. And then you have to be able to enroll them and be able to teach them how to do the same thing. So if your company have a system in place, you want to check it. Okay, do they have a great way of piquing someone's interest? Okay, do they have a system to educate them in person and on the internet? Great. Do they have something to promote to in person on a monthly basis or on the internet on a weekly or a monthly basis? Now, once they get enrolled, is there a way that we can plug them into a system that teaches them exactly how to do this in person and on the internet? They don't have that. You might want to work on creating that for your team and your organization. Like I said, creating a system takes time, takes a lot of energy, but once it's up and running, it's going to save you a lot of time, save you a lot of energy, and give your business that duplication that you're looking for. Because if you're going to spend time finding these customers, these leads, and potential business partners using the internet, you're shooting these videos, now you want to make sure you have a successful sales funnel to run them through that can turn that friend that you have in common, that you like Mustangs, or that young lady that you have, in common, you like to knit sweaters. How do you funnel them through to your system to where now they might become one of your customers or your business partners? So the 4 components of your system has to pique their interest effectively, has to properly educate them, have to properly be able to promote to the next major event. Now, these are the areas that you're looking for: an offline system and an online system. Do you have like a 24-hour call that a person can listen to that's going to pique their interest? If you do, you want that to be about 2 to 3 minute message. If not, and you have to create your own system, then you need to create a message about 2 to 3 minutes that's promoting your product, promoting your opportunity. And the whole idea here, you're giving them very little information so they're curious, wanting to know more about your product and your company. You need to be high energy, and the most important part in that peak interest, you need to relate to the people that are listening so they can say, hey, I know this person. I like this person. I trust this person. I want to hear about whatever product they're talking about. I want to learn more about whatever company they're talking about. Your online portion of that system needs to be some type of video, what they call a capture landing page, that somebody would come to a video. So, for example, let's say you got a friend, they're at your blog, and now you sent the email out to them, hey, you know, by the way, one of the reasons why I can knit so many sweaters because I got a lot of time freedom because of my little business I do on the side. Hey, check out this quick 3-minute video. And it now sends them over here to watch this video online. It's 2-3 minutes long. It's really high quality. And the main focus of the videos here is make sure they connect with your prospect. Whoever that person is speaking, whoever is doing the videos, it must connect with the people so they can say, hey, I like this person. I want to know more about whatever they're talking about. That's the whole psychology behind piquing someone's interest. So once again, make sure your company or your team leaders have a system in place like this. If not, you're going to need to develop this if you really want to succeed in network marketing. So we go to the next step of educating someone. Once again, you can educate them offline and you can educate them online. And these are the tools that you're going to use. Offline, one of the best ways to educate people is in-home presentations, getting with them in a home, at a coffee shop, and you do about a 15 to 20-minute presentation. Keep it simple, keep it duplicatable. You want to be high energy. If you're in person, main objective here is you want to relate to the people that you're talking with, and then you want to be able to give them some testimonials on your products that you have, or on your service that you're offering, or on your business that you're telling them about, so they can see success stories and testimonials on your products, your service, your company. And if you have products that they can sample, this is where you'll get a chance for them to sample your products. So this is how you're going to educate them in person. Online, you're going to educate them with a video. You want your video to be about 15, 20 minutes. You want it to be of high quality. The main focus here in the video is, once again, you want to connect with the people. Why? Because, see, the internet, with so many things going on, if you don't connect with people online, it can be the greatest video in the world. It can be telling how they can make $1 trillion. They will not watch it all the way through if they do not connect with you in that video. So if you have a video of your CEO, a video of your marketing guru in your organization, your upline expert, the video needs to connect with the people so they'll continue to watch it. Also in this video, you want to have what's called social proof, or maybe on the same website, you have social proofs of testimonials on the product, or social proofs people getting results, social proof people making money. And also you want to have some form of demonstration, demonstrating the product, demonstrating how your marketing plan works and how it's going to reward them, so they can see a physical demonstration of your product, your marketing plan, and how it can benefit them. Not the company, not you, but how they're going to receive benefit from your marketing plan, or how can they receive benefit from your company in your demonstration that you're going to show them. So this is how you're going to educate them online. Then you go to step number 3, which you're going to promote. And you're going to promote an event that you're having on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. Yeah, that's that step 3 that you're taking them to. Now, some of your offline events that you can do in person is hotel meetings. Hotel meetings is what I built the foundation of my first business with, where I had success. Was, you know, every week we had a weekly meeting. Every month we had a Super Saturday or a Super Sunday. That's all we did. We didn't have online hangouts and Zooms and YouTubes and Facebook. So we built using hotel meetings. Great tool to use offline. Your hotel meetings, you want to keep them at about 30 to 45 minutes. If you're going to be presenting your product and your opportunity. Now, if you're going to do a training segment afterwards, then yeah, that can be another 30 to 45 minutes of training. But generally, when a person sits down in a hotel room, you've got about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, once their bottoms have hit that chair, to have them engage in what you're saying and listening to what you're saying. Hence, During this boot camp, I try to keep all my training 30 to 45 minutes because I know after about 45 minutes, you need to get up, you need to take a break, go get something to eat, get a little snack. Then you can get back focused on the next video. Ha-ha! Just a little side note, stuck it in there. In-person event. They might be seeing you for the first time, or they might be coming out to an event for the first time, so you want to dress to impress. You want when they see you, they look at your shoes, they look at your clothes, like, oh, this person's serious. They're about business. This young lady, she is serious. She's professional, well-groomed. She's serious about what she is doing. So you dress to impress, business professional. At the events, you're going to start to build trust with people. A lot of times we say, man, why haven't they signed up yet? Why haven't, I've had this person, they've been on a call, man, they've been out to the home presentation, they sampled the product. Matter of fact, I think it was last week, I was talking to a young lady, and she was telling me, Andre, this gentleman, he tried the product. He's been on all the calls. He's been at a home presentation. He's been, but he hasn't got in yet. And I told her, hey, you have to keep exposing him, because what you need to do is get him to where he trusts the company, trusts the product, trusts you in what you're saying. That's the only reason they haven't enrolled yet. It's not that they don't want to make extra money. It's not that they don't want to get healthier. It's not that they don't want to cheap a long distance service. It's not that they don't want to travel and, be able to make money traveling. It's not that they don't want to, be able to invest and make money online. It's that, do they fully 100% trust what you're sharing with them? What this in-person hotel event does, the main thing here is to build trust in your company, build trust in your product, your opportunity to move that person to action. Your success stories, these are the time you want to bring people up, have them share their success stories, financial success stories, health success stories, travel success stories, how many fun they had with the company. This is where you want to expand their vision of your product, your company, and what you're doing at this offline in-person event. And number 7, this is where you're going to close that person. This is where, hey, you've built the trust. They see the bigger vision. They've heard so many success stories. Now this is the event where you really go in for the close to move that person to action. Now, you don't do that in the peak stage. You're just giving them 2-3 minutes of content. You don't do that in the education stage, really going for a hard close. If they're ready to get started, hey, let's get you on the road. Let's get you on the product. They still got concerns, promote the next major event. But by this time, they should have been exposed 3, maybe 4 times to your product, to your company, to your opportunity. And they should be at a stage where they trust you enough to make a decision or not make a decision and not be a part of what you're doing. So this is where you really go in for that close to move them to action. You're doing things online hangouts. They're live, they're hangouts, you're hanging out. This should be, once again, about 30 to 45 minutes. One of the important components here, in person, you're dressed to impress. On the internet, lighting. You want good lighting so they can see you, good lighting so they can see you good. It looks crisp, it looks professional, it helps them with making their decision. You want no background noise, you don't want a lot of things going on in the background. Find a nice clear white background. You don't have to get a professional studio or anything like that, but find a wall in your home that has no pictures on it. Get a couple lights, pop them up. Or sit your laptop or your camera in front of a window, have the window open so the lights are shining in on you, so you can use those lights so it better help see you to enhance your lighting and your lighting effects. And any question that anybody have throughout this boot camp here, jot them down, write them down. At the end, I'm going to have a Q&A session, and we'll record the Q&A so that way all the following students will have access to that. Next thing is belief in your company. You're going to build belief in your company. That the same how you build trust in person, belief in your company, you're going to build that when you're online. You want to recognize people when you're doing an online event. You recognize them, pull up their pictures, maybe pull up their Facebook account. You want to recognize this person for their production. You want to recognize this person for the contribute that they made to the organization. and pictures, 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 and more pictures while you're doing online hangouts, showing them pictures of the product, showing them pictures of people traveling, showing pictures of people doing this, people enjoying your company, people having a good time at your event, because what you're doing is you're painting that vision for them, but you're doing it more with pictures now because you're online. They're not there with you in person. They can't really get to check your vibes to see who you are and are you really telling the truth. So use pictures a lot, use stories a lot. You recognize people, you edify other people that you're working with, and on your online hangout, this is the major event for the week or the major event for the month, you want to have a strong call to action. You want to let them know, hey, everyone that gets signed up tonight, you're going to be a part of a special training event we're going to do in the next 24 hours. You want to, we have these special promotional packs only for the next 24 hours. So if you get enrolled tonight, there's an additional 5% discount, 10% discount that you're going to get. But it's only available if you sign up now. So you want to have a strong call to action when you're using the internet platform to build with your organization and your business as you're doing that. So now we come to the enrollment process, which most people think when it comes to building a business, they finally have someone ready to sign up. This is the part where, whoo, oh man, ooh, the work is over. Good job, man. I got one getting ready to get in. Woo, I got a new customer getting ready to order products. Woo, yes, work is over. And this is where most people drop the ball in this industry. And I am very guilty of doing this in my first few years of building the business because it was so challenging. It was so hard. And it was because of perception that I had because I thought it was easy, to finally get a customer, to finally get somebody to sign up. So when we got to the sign up part, I was like, woo, man, thank you. I finally got one in. And I thought that was it. I dropped the ball. When I signed them up, I was like, hey, you're in. Hey, great. Go figure it out just like I did. But the enrollment process is probably the most important stage of your business. Get them signed up on the 800 number, fill out an application, go to your website, but you got to have those things available, ready to go. So if you're on the internet, you're doing a hangout, have your website already pulled up. So once they say go, you're clicking the button. Hey, let me get your name. Let me get your information. Put them in the system. You're in person. They're ready to sign up. Your company 800 number is not available. They're closed on the weekends or they close at the evening time, but they're ready to go. Hey, whip out an application. Hey, fill it out. This is the information you're going to need. Oh, your company don't have applications? Oh, well, make one up that looks just like the information you need on your website. You're a business owner. You're in business for yourself. You have to be proactive. Don't wait for your team to do something. Don't wait for the company. Don't wait for the leader. Take action. Be proactive. So, okay, I know on the website, I'm going to need their name, username, password, their email address, their billing address, credit card information. Make up your own application until the company make one up for you. But, hey, fill this application out. We'll get you put in the system. And then when you get home, in front of your website, put them in the system. Next important part is that enrollment process shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Because if it goes longer than 5 minutes, then you're going to have a person saying, well, you know what, let me go home and think about it. It's 15 minutes. I'm not signed up yet. Well, let me go think about it. So you need to get them enrolled in about 3 to 5 minutes. Important part, this is where I used to drop the ball. I felt like it worked so hard to finally get one in. They're in. I'm excited. Yeah, that's it. But no, after they're signed up, the most excited time they are about this business and this opportunity that you're enrolling them into or the product that you're getting them to order is when they order it. When they sign up, that's when they're the most excited about your company. So you need to set the goal. Well, what do you want to accomplish, Larry? What do you see yourself in next year from now with this? Well, man, I'd like to make $1,000 a month. I'd like to pay my bills off. Well, for my health, I would like to get my cholesterol down. Or I'd like to, be able to get some of these joint pains. Or, I just really want to have more energy. So you get their goals that they want to accomplish. Then once they lay out their goals, well, you know what, Larry, let's lay out a plan of action. What do we need to do to help you get your cholesterol down. Well, you need to make sure you drink this amount. You need to make sure you use these pills, or, spin on top of your head 5 times a week, whatever it is in your company that's going to help them. Oh, your goal is you want to travel. Well, okay, well, this is how we book travel on our websites, and this is how, oh, you want to look younger with the makeup that we have? Okay, well, this is how you apply the foundation on, whatever it is. Give them a plan of action that's going to help them get, you want to make $1,000 a month? Okay, well, in our company, this is the fastest way to $1,000 a month. This is what we need to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. If you don't have that in your company, you need to create that. Once again, this is your business. You're an entrepreneur. You're a business owner. Create a plan of action to $1,000 a month and go over it with that person and walk them through that plan of action. Then make sure you plug them into your system. That's why it's very vital and important that you have a system, because if you don't have a system to plug them into, then they'll be like most people in network marketing. They'll be lost. Well, I signed up in this thing, and I got some product coming. I got these pills, and I got this website I'm supposed to sell products from, or I got this travel website, or I got this legal service, and hey, one day hopefully I can sell some of it and get my money back. And that is what takes place for most people. So you have to have a system plugged. Hey, here's the next step. This is what you need to do. This is how you pique interest. This is how you educate. This is how you promote. This is how we get someone enrolled. You've got to get plugged into our next training call, our next webinar, our next hangout, our next hotel event, our system of success. Whatever your system is, get them plugged into it and tell them to stay plugged into that system every week, every day, every month, every year, until they're accomplish their goals. And number 6, duplicate those activities with all new business partners, affiliates, or customers, however you do your customer acquisition process. Because here's the thing, and I ask this question all the time. Who makes the best hamburgers? And people will ramble off, oh, man, this person made the best hamburger. My grandmother makes the best hamburgers, Andre. Once you get a hold of one of my grandmother's hamburgers, she's from down there in Texas. You ain't never had a hamburger till you ate Grandma May hamburger from South Texas. I'm telling you, I've heard it all when I ask who makes the best hamburgers. And you're probably watching this and say, well, shoot, I make the best hamburgers. Well, that's up for questioning who makes the best. And we all have our own different opinions on who makes the best hamburgers. But bottom line, Mickey D's, they sell more hamburgers than anybody else in the world. No matter where you live, no matter how great they make a hamburger down in Australia, no matter how great that beef is over in Europe, and they make this phenomenal organic grass-fed hamburgers, Mickey D's sells more hamburgers than anybody else in the world. And if I would ask you, is that the best hamburger you have ever had? 100% of the people will tell me no. You would say, no, Andre, of course, Mickey D's, no way. I mean, I might eat one if I have to. I'm on the go. The kids like it, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. But you would never say it was the best one that you have ever eaten. So the question is, why do they sell more hamburgers than anybody else in the world? Unanimous answer is they have a simple but yet duplicatable system that everyone can follow. And that's why your system needs to be that way. It needs to be simple. It needs to be duplicatable. And your organization and your team can follow. Because if you're going to spend energy finding leads off the internet, going through your warm market, acquiring these customers, you need to have a simple, duplicatable system to run them through. And these are just how the numbers break down. Now, these are numbers be higher, they can be lower. But generally, if you have a good system, okay? You have a great way to pique their interest. Let's say you get 100 people to watch your peak interest video or listen to your peak interest call. Out of those 100, you might have 50 of them that want to get educated on your product and your company, your opportunity. So you get 50 of them to watch your video online, or you get 50 of them to come out to an in-home tasting or in-home hangout or, in-home parties, and they show up and they listen to the information, they get educated, they make it a phase 2 of your system. Only about 20 of them make it to phase 3. That major event, that company webinar that you have weekly that you promote, or your hotel meeting that you're having on a weekly basis or a monthly basis that you promote. Only about 20 of those people make it to stage 3 of your system. And then out of the 20 that shows up on the company webinar or your hangout or your hotel meeting, out of those 20, only 3 of them actually enroll into your company and want to build a business with you. And this is with an effective system. So like I said in the first couple of lessons, we have to, in our industry, give people an expectation that they can live up to. Don't overinflate the results that they're going to get, and don't underinflate the type of work that they have to put in. Most people say, oh man, I just need to get 3 people in. Well, hey, I know my 3 best friends, they're going to sign up, and they think all they have to do is pique 3 people's interest. I'm going to talk to Larry, Curly, and Mo, and all 3 of them is getting in. Woohoo! I'm going to the top of this thing. No. Hey, you got to put maybe 100 people on your list. We're going to pique their interest. Maybe 50 of them will actually come out to your in-home presentation or get on your Zoom hangout. And out of those, 20 of them will come out to our weekly meeting or get on a weekly company webinar. And out of that, we probably enroll maybe about 3, 4, maybe 5 of them, might sign up 2, 3 business builders and get you maybe 4 or 5 customers out of flowing those people through the system. And that's flowing them through a good system. If you don't have no system, then those numbers, they go way through the door. You might have talked to 500 people like I did back in the days when I got started with no system in place. And I'm sitting here trying to go through the mall and meet people and this and that, and didn't know what to say to them, didn't know how to present to them, and this and that, and went through 400, 500, 600 people before I finally had maybe like 10, 20 people that was actually interested and finally signed up. One, because I had no system in place and what to do next. Didn't have a peak interest video or a peak interest call, didn't have a proven way to educate them through a video or reading off presentation sheets. And we had a once a month event, but every time I came there, I had nobody with me because I didn't have phase 1 and phase 2 of a successful system to follow through with and to build with. So that enrollment came to slim to none, and nobody never came to me to the major hotel events that they did. So here's the power of having a simple system and duplicating it, because there's a lot of network marketing creates by far the best products in the world. Network marketing by far comes up with the most unique services the world has ever seen before the rest of the world know about it. By far, without a shadow of a doubt. When you want a concept to get introduced to the world that people need to get educated on, they've never done it before, network marketing is the avenue to do that through. Without a shadow of a doubt. We have the best products, the best systems, the best compensation to, you can make more money in network marketing than you can on any jobs out there for the same amount of effort and energy. You can make more money in network marketing than any traditional business out there, hands down. So making the money, having comp plans, having products, having services isn't the issue. What the issue is having a simple system that everyone can duplicate. And if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur in this arena, all right, can everybody hear me now? Okay, if you can hear me, I'm going to finish up this course and take about another 10 minutes, and then we'll resume. So the power of having a simple system that duplicates. Let's go with the numbers here, okay? So here are the numbers. And, you might have seen these numbers before, you might not have. You enroll one person into your organization. That's here on what we'll call your first level, your first wave, whatever different companies call it different things. or you can enroll 2 people in your organization. That's the second column, and they can duplicate what you're doing. The third column, you enroll 3 people that actually duplicate your system. And then the column, you enroll 5 people that duplicated your system. Now, here's the thing. For you to have 3 people that actually duplicated your system, you might have to enroll 6 or 7 or 8. To have 5 people that duplicated your system, you might have to enroll 10 or 15. So let's just say 1 person duplicated your system. Well, on your second level or second wave, you would have 1 more person that's going to duplicate your system. In this scenario, if you had 2 people that duplicated your system, now you have 4 people on wave 2 that's going to duplicate your system. In this scenario with 3, if 3 people duplicated your system, then you would have 9 on your second level. If 5 duplicated, then you have 25 on your second level. So let's go 4 levels deep. If 1 person duplicated, you still only have 1 on that level. If 2 people duplicate, you now have 16 on your 4th level. If 3 people duplicated, you now have 81 on your 4th level. If 5 people duplicate, you now have 625. No brainer. If I ask you right now, how many people do you want duplicating your system? We will all blur it out and say 5. Because we're like, hey, on my 4th wave, I've had 625 people that are out here building a business. They're following the system. They're getting customers. Now, the only way for this to happen, you have to have a simple, duplicatable system, and you have to embed into people's head to follow the system. Spend more time teaching the system and teaching people how to duplicate the system than spending time on comp plans, on products, company websites, brochures, flyers, and all that stuff. Spend time on systems, keeping it simple, and teaching people how to duplicate your system. Because let's take it down a little bit further. I mean, you take it all the way down. Let's go to 10 waves, right? If you have 3 people duplicating your system and they're teaching 3 how to duplicate it, we go down 10 levels in your organization, you have over 59,000 people. You go with 5, you have over 9 million. Now, most companies out here follow a structure of teaching people generally how to get 3. Some talk about getting 2. Some leaders talk about getting 5. 5 is on the border of unrealistic. 2 is nice, but you look down here on your 10th wave, you only got 1,000. You do 3 on your 10th wave, you got about 59,000. This is why most companies go with the model of teaching you how to get 3 and how to duplicate getting 3 in your organization. Because you take it 10 levels deep, you got 59,000. Well, what does that equal into money for you? Once again, if you do not have a simple, duplicatable system, you're not going to experience that type of exponential growth. If you do not spend your time teaching and focusing everyone on following this simple system that they can plug into, you're not going to experience that type of duplication. So let's go with 729 people in your organization, and let's say they all spend $100 a month on your service or on your products. So you have $72,000 in business that month on average, no matter how most comp plan work out. Some say they pay this, some say they pay that, got a lot of smoke and mirrors, twists and turns. On average, most comp plan to pay you out 3, 4, 5% across the board. 5% of $72,000, that's $3,000 that's coming into your household on a monthly basis. Now, this is not because you know how to sell a lot. This is not because you know how to recruit a lot. This is because you have a simple system and you're focusing on everyone on your team following this system and duplicating it. That's what got you to that point that you're earning that much amount of income in your household. It's not off of how great one person is. It's how phenomenal your system that you have in places. So let's take it another step further. Let's say you get down to the point where your organization have over 2,000 people. They all spend on average about $100 on your service. That's $200,000 plus a month in income. You get an average of 5% off of that. That's $10,000 a month coming into your household on a monthly basis. That is the power of having a simple, duplicatable system online and offline that everyone can follow. So with that being said, you got to have the right perception. You got to learn how to use the internet. You got to be able to build in person and online. Then you got to plug all potential customers and business partners into a simple system. Either use the one your company have if it's simple and duplicatable, or your upline leader, or create one yourself. Because without duplication, you're not going to get the significant results that you're looking for in your business and the growth that you should have on a monthly basis and on an ongoing monthly and a yearly basis without having that system. And once you have that system, cherish the system. Focus in on getting people to follow the system more than anything else in your company. I'm telling you, this is what's going to build you a dynamic organization and keep your business growing on a monthly basis. So with that being said, everyone, I want to thank each and every one of you for being with us on this boot camp. We'll be going into boot camp lesson number 4 here in just a few seconds. Click watch the next video. Take care.